What's up, guys? We are back looking at some more NBA player props in today's video. I got a four-man for you guys here on PrizePicks, and I'm feeling pretty good. It is a 9-game NBA slate tonight. We got some nice games on the slate. Let's hop in and let's get some winners under our belt. Yesterday I had a nice little correlated WBC slip for you guys, but man, USA's offense was awful yesterday. They were a minus 200 favorite, and they lost to Venezuela. USA lost by that one run. Unfortunate for any of you baseball guys out there. But I'm back talking some NBA. This is my second channel, if you guys did not know. I already dropped some NBA plays on the main channel for today's plays. These are going to be 4 different plays and a nice little correlated 4-man for you guys today in the NBA. We're going to hop into these plays shortly, but if you are new here, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. The most important thing, though, is having those notifications on. That way you don't miss out on future videos from me, but you also get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. And the last thing before we get to the free plays is to check out the DubClub. The DubClub is where you get all of my plays sent straight to your phone, and I'm offering for the first time in like a year a 7-day free trial. There will be a 7-day free trial listed with the link in my description. It is basically a free week until the MLB opening day. If you don't know, though, MLB is my shit. I'm very, very good in the MLB. You saw plenty of these winners last year. We hit close to 56-mans last year, and my PrizePicks profit overall is over $11,000. So I definitely know what I'm doing. Go take advantage of that 7-day free trial listed with the link in the description, because I might not offer that again for like another year. So it's today only. Get in right now, 7 days for free. You're getting plays up to the MLB opening day. Also, by the way, I cover the main 4 sports in my DubClub. That includes the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, and I forgot one of the sports for some reason, NBA. This is the 4 main sports. And when you join my DubClub, be sure to connect your Discord to DubClub, because that will get you access to all the different perks inside my Discord. That, of course, gets all my plays sent straight to you, my community chat to talk to me and other members about plays, whatever's going on. And you'll also get all of my contributors' plays. You're getting plays from not just me, but also 5 different contributors, and, of course, the community chat. Everything is available here in the DubClub / the Discord. Join us right now with that 7-day free trial with the link available in my description. That being said, though, let's get to these free plays. Be sure to play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video and subscribe if you have not already. And let's get to play number 1. We're going to start out here with the Portland Trail Blazers. That being Donovan Clingan on the under for 13.5 points. Do not pay attention to the 13.5 here being over. And I like Denny over 22.5 points. So we'll put this into PrizePicks real quick. So we're going to go Donovan on the under for 13.5 points. And then the over for Denny Avdia at 22.5. So, of course, these are going to be a little bit correlated. We're hoping that Denny sees most of the usage here for the Trailblazers, while Clingan does not see as much usage here for the Pacers. It would definitely be a blessing here, though, if Ivica Zubac did play in this game. I think he's a much better defender than Jay Huff is. So that'd definitely be a blessing for us if that was the case. However, I think Denny's in a great spot for the over as well, and they tend to be somewhat correlated for the most part as well if you look at some of these previous games. Like, for example, the last time Denny went over his points was back on the 15th when they played the 76ers. He had 25 in that game, while Donovan against the Philly only had 11 points in that game. And also, by the way, his minutes have been kind of trending down in some of these games, sometimes due to a blowout and things like that. But overall, Denny's numbers have stayed pretty high for the most part. So if you look at games, though, in the past where Denny's played at least 32 minutes, the hit rate is very good, over in about 80% of games this year. Of course, that number is dropped down a little bit due to some usage decrease, but I still think we'll have enough here for him to get this one done in what I would consider a very good matchup against the Indiana Pacers. Also, this matchup is going to be, I expect to be a little bit tougher than it usually has been for opposing centers against the Pacers. They only allow about 16.2 points per game, but if Zubac plays today, I think that number will go down a little bit. And looking at how all other centers have been against them in the past, you have like Karl-Anthony Towns going under on his line. You have some other guys going under too, like Oshawa went under his line, but you still have some guys too, though, like Maxer, who went over his line. So last time the Trailblazers played the Indiana Pacers, Donovan actually went way under his line. He only took 7 attempts. He made 4 of them. He did shoot 1 for 3 on free throws, but only finished with 9 points in about 24 minutes, which, by the way, was a 20-point win. Denny Avdia, on the other hand, actually went under as well. He had 18 points in that game, but he shot 6 for 16, missing all 4 3-point attempts. So I think this time around we will see a much better performance from Denny Avdia, especially considering he only played 25 minutes in that game, which was just barely more than Clingan played there. But again, in the more recent games, he's played a lot more minutes. He's playing like 32 minutes a game. So he shot bad in that game, did not even make a single 3 in that game, and only played 25 minutes, and he still finished with 18 points. So you guys can kind of see here why I'm expecting a little bit of upside here from Denny, and why I think he can have another 5 points here to get this one done this time around against the Pacers. There is some blowout potential here. It'd be nice if Denny could get off to a great start. If you're really worried about that, you could take the first half points. For example, on PrizePicks, I personally prefer the full game points, especially correlating that with Klingon. But if you are worried about the blowout, it could be a good idea to take the first half for Denny and then take the under for Klingon full game. That could be a good idea as well. Also, Time Lord could be coming back for the Trailblazers tonight, which could be definitely big for Klingon's under as well. So I think there's a lot of upside for both of these guys here. I think there's a lot of upside for Denny to go over on his points while, Klingon goes under. So hopefully Denny takes away a lot of that usage from Donovan, and we get a nice little winner there between these two. Now, before we get to the next play in this video, I want to talk about Novig real quick, because I'm actually going to play these also today over on Novig. So what you can do on Novig is actually, unlike other apps out there, you can actually pick players for the same team and not have to pair it with like another play from another team. Like, for example, you need to have 2 players on an app like PrizePicks. What you can do is actually just simply take one player, and that's it. You can play simply a straight on these apps. And right now what you do on Novig is take the over for Denny and then also the under for Donovan, and you can get actually a nice little plus 210 right now on Novig for these plays. So you're getting a 3.1x basically on Novig right now for being able to take these guys together, and you cannot do that on an app like PrizePicks. I think this is going to be a smarter option rather than playing all 4 in a play together, because again, it's correlated and it can be hard to get 2 teams correct and also on the same side of the over/under, if that kind of makes sense. So Novig is the way to go, man. If you guys want to join Novig, link will be in the description. Use my promo code DOMG when signing up to get right now a $25 purchase match. It might be a little bit higher than that at the moment. I think it might be a $50. Don't quote me on that, but Novig is going to run a new user promo for you if you do end up joining Novig today. So these are the plays in today's video. This is my 4-man. I have Chet on the over and SJ on the under. I'm going to talk about that in a second here, get into the analysis for that, and then on PrizePicks, Denny over and Klingon under for a 10x. And I've also played these ones on Novig. So you can see here, Donovan and Denny right there. It's even paying out a little bit better at the moment than I was when I locked it in. Then you also have this play here, Chet over 14.5 points and SGA under 33.5 points and rebounds. So you're actually getting a Chet at 14.5 when you can only get 15 on the PrizePicks board. So another reason, again, to join Novig, you can get better lines sometimes. So let's get to the analysis here on why I like SGA on the under here, and then why I like Chet on the over. So I like the correlation a lot here between these guys for quite a few reasons, and looking at the games where Chet has gone over, SGA is going under quite a few times. Last game was definitely an exception. I actually took SGA's over in this game. He flew over with 40 points. But Chet had 20 there, and then SGA had 40. But they did win that game 113-108, and they are on a back-to-back because this game was literally yesterday. But the Minnesota game right there, you can see Chet did go over while SGA went under. You have other games too, for example, like 104, which was the Knicks game there. Chet exploded with 28 points, which left SGA in the dust with only 26 points. I say only, but, it's kind of a low number for Chet typically. Not every game is like that, of course. Like, SGA finished with 30 in this game against Dallas, while he did go over here. Chet did go over with 19, but also SGA barely went over. He had exactly 30 points in that game. But overall, I think this is just going to be a much tougher matchup this time for SGA. And last time he played Brooklyn, which was, the season previous, it was not even this year, but still, he had 27 points in both of those games. And Chet actually did go over in, I guess not both of those games, because they didn't play the same game together, but I mean, this game on the 26th there, Chet did go over with 22, while SGA did go under. And overall, the last time Chet did play Brooklyn, he played only 26 minutes and still went over with 15 points, as you can see right there. Also, Hartenstein is going to be out here for the Thunder, which is definitely impactful for Chet, and he is over in more games with, him not playing this year. So I think we'll be seeing some better shot attempts from him, some, increased volume, as well as just some high minutes overall. Looking at games where he's played at least 28 minutes without Isaiah Hartenstein, he's over this line in 75%. So feeling pretty good here about Chet with him being out, and overall kind of the matchup in general too. Opposing centers against Brooklyn recently have been good for the most part. You do have Donovan, who did go under by just a single point, but you also have guys like Jalen Duren, some of these more high usage guys with 26 points. Bam Adebayo had 21 points against this Brooklyn Nets team. So I'm feeling pretty good here about the over for Chet, and then also taking SGA on the under. They are a very tough matchup for opposing point guards. It's going to be a tough one here. They rank in the bottom 3 of points allowed per game, only 18.4. And seemed kind of struggling a little bit here. You have guys like Cade Cunningham, who is kind of somewhat of a similar player in a way, I guess. Definitely out of the entire list here, he is, I would consider, probably the most similar player. But he had a line of 24.5 points. He finished with only 21 in that game. So I think it will be a little bit tough for SGA to reach 30 points tonight. I'm expecting, probably 25 points out of him, so this one will likely be a sweat. But, that's kind of how that goes when taking under sometimes. You definitely sweat a lot more than you do an over. So those are the 4 plays that I got for you in this video. Let's go for that 4-0 sweep. A nice little 10x would be nice. Again, though, I like playing these on Novig. It's a nice little 3x for these plays, basically. It's definitely a lot smarter in my opinion because you don't have to deal with, trying to correlate both teams. And by the way, if you guys are new here to these types of plays, expect a lot of green or a lot of red because, right, we're going for correlation. There's easily times where SGA explodes and leaves Chet in the dust, where these guys could easily reverse. Like, these slips will go 0 for 4 plenty of times. But the beauty of this is that, it is correlated. We could have 8 straight slips go 0 for 4. We go 4 for 4 one of those times, we profit right there with the 10x. Like, it happens all the time. So trust me, there is a method to the madness here. I love correlation. You will see a lot of red slips from me. You'll also see a lot of green slips from me because when it goes right and brings in a lot of profit for us. I don't care how many slips I have go 0 for 4. As long as we are consistently profiting and having enough 4 for 4 slips, it does not matter long term. We are profiting long term. That is the goal. But that being said, if you guys want more of my plays, join right now for 7 days for free. There's a 7-day free trial going on with the link available in my description for the DubClub. I got a ton of new members joining today with that 7-day free trial. Come join them, come join me, and let's cash together. Get in right now for that 7-day free trial of my DubClub leading up to my best sport, the MLB. MLB and NBA by far my 2 best sports. Super excited to have both in season at the same time. There's never been a better time to join the DubClub. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck. If you want to see how I made over $10,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.